Where is everybody? Enrico Fermi said so.
Houston's requesting a feed from your helmet cam, over. They want you to look over towards the dark side of the Earth. It should be cresting the horizon about 15 degrees east of the starboard PV arrays. Sat-1, rotate your view a little. There it is. We're getting your feed, Sat-1. Come in, Houston. Are you getting this?
Copy that, ISS. Video feed from Sat-1 is clear. Sat-1, keep tracking the bogey. We're looking into it. Stand by.
Houston, we're not scheduled for any satellite launches today, are we?
Considering the size of the observable universe, the theory that there are no UFOs does not seem convincing to me. While we, as human beings, call them UFOs because we have not yet been able to identify them, they may have already reported our entire anatomy, brain structure, and the technological process we are in. For those familiar with Douglas Adams's famous science fiction humor series, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the expression, mostly harmless, will be familiar. According to the guide, advanced civilizations in the universe use this expression for Earth, a planet with an extremely uncertain future. As someone who has stayed on the planet K-Pax, where Dear Prot claims to have come from, no one can convince me that there are no extraterrestrial civilizations more or less advanced than us. In the cult film that I watched in my university years, Prot calculated the orbit of K-Pax very accurately. The observable universe refers to the portion of the universe that we can currently observe from Earth. It is estimated to have a diameter of about 93 billion light-years. This vast expanse encompasses an enormous number of galaxies, stars, and planets. The observable universe contains billions of galaxies, each potentially hosting billions of stars. With an estimated minimum of 100 billion galaxies, the number of stars is mind-boggling. Recent astronomical research suggests that almost every star in the Milky Way galaxy could have at least one planet orbiting it, raising the likelihood of habitable worlds. Exoplanets are planets that orbit stars outside our solar system. Scientists have discovered thousands of exoplanets to date, including some located within their star's habitable zone. The habitable zone is the region around a star where conditions could allow the presence of liquid water, a crucial factor for life as we know it. Given the vast number of stars and planets in the observable universe, the sheer probability suggests that the conditions suitable for life could exist on many of these planets. While the exact number is uncertain, the potential for a significant number of habitable worlds is statistically high. It was an ordinary lunch at Los Alamos National Laboratory on a hot summer day in 1950. However, even lunches at such a high-level laboratory can be the scene of extraordinary conversations, especially if the people gathered at the lunch were Edward Teller, Herbert York, Emil Konopinski, and Enrico Fermi, the top nuclear physicists of the period. The conversation centered on recent newspaper reports of UFOs. They were talking about the possibility of life in space. In particular, they were discussing the possibility of discovering objects traveling faster than light in the next 10 years. According to the story, Enrico Fermi suddenly jumped up and asked the famous question, "But where is everybody?" It poses various theories, including the possibility that advanced civilizations may exist, but are not actively trying to communicate or have not reached us yet. Less than a decade after Fermi asked his question, astronomer Frank Drake began to transform it from a philosophical question into a scientific one. He was the first to start looking for signs of technologically advanced alien life. In 1960, he set up an experiment to look for signs of life in distant star systems by listening for electromagnetic signals at radio wave frequencies. Drake aimed his radio telescope at two nearby sun-like stars, Tau Ceti and Epsilon Eridani. He tuned his dish to receive radio signals at a particular frequency. Then he waited a long time, but he couldn't get any interesting signals. Then he calculated a formula consisting of 7 variables. The Drake equation is a scientific tool used to estimate the number of active, communicative extraterrestrial civilizations in our galaxy. It considers factors such as the rate of star formation, the fraction of stars with planets, and the probability of life developing on a given planet. Although speculative, the equation encourages contemplation of the likelihood of extraterrestrial civilizations. To the extent that we know, here are the events that can be used as evidence for the existence of extraterrestrials. 1. Historical sightings. Throughout history, there have been reports of strange aerial phenomena, such as glowing objects in the sky or sightings of flying saucers. Some notable historical cases include the 1561 celestial phenomenon over Nuremberg, Germany, and the 1897 Aurora, Texas incident, where a purported UFO crashed. 2. Government acknowledgement. Governments around the world have declassified and released previously classified documents related to UFO sightings and investigations. For example, in the United States, the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, has made a collection of declassified UFO-related documents available to the public. 3. Roswell incident. In 1947, an unidentified object crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. Initially, the U.S. military reported it as a flying disc, but later stated it was a weather balloon. The incident gained widespread attention, and conspiracy theories suggesting the crash involved extraterrestrial technology emerged. 4. Military encounters. Military personnel and pilots have reported encountering unidentified objects displaying flight characteristics that exceed the capabilities of known human technology. These sightings often occur during training exercises or while on duty, and some involve encounters with objects that appear to perform incredible maneuvers. 5. Project Blue Book. The project was a U.S. Air Force program established in 1952 to study UFO sightings. It aimed to determine if UFOs posed a threat to national security and whether they had any potential technological significance. While most cases were eventually explained as misidentifications or natural phenomena, a small percentage remained unidentified. 6. Phoenix Lights. The incident occurred on March 13, 1997, when thousands of people witnessed a series of lights in a V-shaped formation over Phoenix, Arizona. The lights were seen by both civilians and pilots, and despite various explanations, no definitive conclusion has been reached to explain the phenomenon satisfactorily. 7. Radar corroboration. Radar systems have detected unidentified objects in some UFO cases, providing additional evidence to support eyewitness testimonies. Radar data can show unusual flight patterns, high speeds, or sudden accelerations, lending credibility to the sightings. Recently, a surveillance balloon suspected of belonging to China circled most of North America and was eventually shot down on President Biden's orders. After this incident, at least 3 mysterious platforms, which U.S. government officials described as objects and not balloons, were subsequently shot down by American fighter jets off the coast of Alaska, Canada, and over Lake Huron in Michigan. 8. Multiple witnesses. Many UFO sightings involve multiple witnesses, often from different locations, who independently report observing the same object or phenomenon. Multiple witness accounts increase the reliability of the reports and reduce the likelihood of misinterpretation or hoax. 9. Astronaut testimonies. Several astronauts have come forward with claims of witnessing UFOs during their space missions. For example, Edgar Mitchell, the 6th person to walk on the moon, has spoken about his belief in the existence of extraterrestrial life and encounters with UFOs. 10. Scientific interest. While UFOs fall outside the realm of mainstream science, some scientists argue for a systematic study of the phenomenon. They suggest that carefully investigating UFO sightings could lead to advancements in our understanding of atmospheric phenomena, psychology, or potential new technologies. Finally, as a result of the statements made by NASA to confirm the existence of UFOs, the question marks in our minds on the subject have further decreased. NASA already collects extensive information about the atmosphere using a suite of orbiting probes such as Terra, Suomi National Polar Orbiting Partnership, and CloudSat, any of which may have picked up incidental data that could help identify UAPs. I don't know exactly what the reasons behind NASA's unexpected UAP announcement are, but this could be a turning point. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel if you like my videos.